you made of the way the team has played without you?
When you're missing one of your starters, it's always going to be a rough first couple of games. But I figured that the coaching staff and the players would come together and figure out the best way for us to play, and we did that the last two games, going there and beating two good teams. The reigning champions who've been playing great at home. I just think that was a character win and shows who we are as a group mentally and physically.
Nets World, your boy AJ back again. It's Nets Kingdom, hashtag we go hard. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, and please hit that noti bell to get all your breaking Nets news, post-game live streams, and all the updates from Nets Kingdom. Also follow us on all social platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Type in Nets Kingdom, you will find us. And check out our merch, new merch, netskingdom.org. Check out our merch. Thank you guys for all the support. If you like content like this, again, hit the like button. So, the breaking news is Naz Reid. We've been all waiting for Naz Reid. The trade targets, all the trade machines been having Naz Reid in there. But now we finally get some news that the Brooklyn Nets have inquired about Naz Reid. But before we get to Naz Reid, I just want to make a quick KD update because today KD spoke to the media. He said, let me read the report. It says the Nets say Dr. Riley Williams is very pleased with Kevin Durant's recovery thus far. He will begin running an on-court basketball activities this week. He'll be reassessed in 2 weeks. So the good news is KD is feeling good. He's going to start doing basketball activities this week, but we still can't see him until 2 weeks later. Now the Nets have 8 more games between now and the 2 week mark for Brooklyn, so stay strong, Nets Nation. I mean, the good news, KD's doing better. He's most likely going to play in the All-Star game, but it's going to be 2 weeks until he's reassessed. Now let's get to the news of Naz Reid. Now Kevin O'Connor of The Ringer reported that the Nets have interest in Naz Reid, the 6'10", 265-pound Timberwolves center, Asbury Park, New Jersey native. They are not alone. Hoops Hype said Michael Scotto reported on Monday that Timberwolves center Naz Reid has drawn interest from the Clippers and Nuggets. Then Kevin O'Connor said, I've heard from league sources that the Nets have also inquired about Reid. So there would be competition for him if Minnesota chooses to move him through the price for the upcoming free agent wouldn't be significant. Now, O'Connor didn't specify what the Timberwolves would want for the 23-year-old LSU product, but Reid is at the end of a 3-year deal signed after he went undrafted in the 2019 NBA draft. He makes $1.9 million this season and will be an unrestricted free agent in the summer. It's unlikely that Reid will be back in Minnesota despite averaging 10.6 points, 4.8 rebounds. Cat and Rudy Gobert are already dominating the Timberwolves front court. So shout out to The Ringer, Kevin O'Connor, for this update on Naz Reid. So if the Minnesota, what do the Minnesota Timberwolves would want? I think because they can't sign Naz Reid in the offseason because they're going to go way above the luxury tax. They already got to pay Rudy, and they have to pay Cat. So, and they have a couple of big men in Luka Garza and Mano. So they have a couple of big men. They're kind of stacked at the big man position, right? And the only reason Naz Reid is kind of playing right now is because of course, Cat and Rudy Gobert are hurt, so he's getting a lot more minutes, and he's showing out in these minutes. So it's going to be tough for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're probably not going to sign him. So if they're not going to sign him, they might as well use his value that he's doing right now to get another player. And then we've also heard of rumors about the Wolves trading D'Lo. So it could be a little spicy for the Wolves at the trade deadline. If they want to shake up the roster and either add a promising player or perhaps a draft pick or two, then they're going to consider dealing away Naz Reid. Now, Reid he's arguably having his best career year with the Timberwolves. With just 18 minutes per game, he's put up 10.6 points, 4 rebounds, almost 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, and 0.5 steals per game. He's shooting 54% from the field and 36% from 3. One of the an unbelievable stretch 5, both very impressive for an NBA big. A lot of people didn't really know who Naz Reid was, but this definitely put him on the map because teams are saying, whoa, this guy is only 23 years old and he's doing this. So it's a lot. Now you think about Naz Reid, he's a 6'10" mobile big man, and I kind of watched a lot of film on him. he has really good size. He has, like I said, 7 wingspan. He has a standing reach of 9 feet. He has such a versatile skill set, and he kind of has like a guard type build, guard type game in a big man's body. He has a great coordination and balance, good strength and frame. He has no problem establishing position in the low post for rebounds. He finishes through contact. He has a nice soft touch around the basket. He shows some craft on his layups. He has very good handle and very good footwork on the perimeter for a big man and on the low block. So he can score with either hand, and he uses the glass a lot when he scores. He reads and reacts very well in the post. His post defense is very, very good. Great rim protector. Great rim. Even in college, he was a good shot blocker. Now he's shooting 50% from the floor for his career, and he had, like I said, very good handles and he rebounds. When he gets a rebound, he can go coast to coast on you because he has handles. You don't think, like, you look at him, he doesn't look like he can dribble, but he has very good handles. So he gets that rebound and he'll shoot up the court in transition and get a bucket on you. He's not afraid to do that. And then, of course, he has the stretch 5 abilities, which could help us. The Nets have been looking for a backup stretch 5, like I've been talking about in my Serge Ibaka video. And right now, Naz Reid is shooting at a nice clip of 36%. Now, for his career, he's at 34%. He shoots about 2.5 per game. So he is a stretch 5. He is a stretch 5. He has a nice jump shot, too. Very nice form on his jump shot. So that could definitely help the Nets. Now, we think about his defense. Now, this is the thing that probably we're worried about because the Nets switch a lot. So I'm not sure. Like, Naz Reid has the athleticism to switch, but I'm not sure if he's good on the perimeter guarding guards because you guys know we have our switch defense and we switch. Sometimes Naz will probably be on a guard. I'm saying if he does come here on a trade, sometimes he'll be on a guard, sometimes he'll be on a quicker guy. We don't know if he can do that. I've seen watched a couple of film, and it's hard to find film of him switching. Most of this defensive film is basically him in the post. But the great news is Naz is a terrific rim protector. 1 block. He's averaging 1 block now. He's mostly a help defender kind of big, but his post defense is very, very impressive. And I'm going to pull film from this clip I watched of, it's a 17. He scored 17 points against one of the best. This is the best center in the league, Jokic. So watch this film right here. You see, he has the strength and he has the size to defend Jokic. Like, Jokic does not back him down all the way down here. And he said he even blocks Jokic's shots on a couple of these one-on-ones with Jokic in the post. Now, Jokic still scored on him from here time and time in the end, but we need that on our team. We need a backup 5 because you guys know Claxton's not the strongest guy. A backup 5 that can come in, guard the Embiid, guard the Jokic. He has the size and the strength to defend these. His post defense is great. It's just on the perimeter is where I kind of worry if he can switch or not. That's where I kind of worry about Naz Reid. But the key is the mobility. Like, he got the athletic gifts to move his feet on switches, but we got to see more film. We got to see more of that. But as far as post defense, he can help us. And he can stretch the floor. He can guard the Embiids, the Jokic, the big centers of the world that, Claxton can sometimes struggle against, the DeAndre Aytons. I think Naz Reid could be a great target for us. Now, we ask, what do the Wolves want from us? I'm assuming the Wolves would want back, since they have so many big men, I'm assuming they would want a scoring guard or a rookie or kind of a young guy with an effective, either draft capital or a young guy who's effective. I could see the Wolves asking for Cam Thomas, maybe David Duke Jr., or maybe Kessler. I think the Wolves probably would want Cam Thomas. I think that's what would they want for Naz Reid. I think that's probably the highest point. If I'm the GM of the Wolves, I'm asking for Cam Thomas and I'm asking for a pick, for Naz Reid, because you think about the Wolves, they have plenty of big men. They got Luka Garza, Cat, Gobert, Josh Minot. They got a couple of big men. They're not going to be able to give Naz his money. So, and you're thinking about the D'Lo trade. If they do trade D'Lo, they're going to want some scoring guards. They're going to want more guards to help out Anthony Edwards. So I think that if they did ask for, if Sean Marks does call them, I think they're going to ask for Cam Thomas and a pick. But Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this Naz Reid news. Again, Naz Reid is one of my favorite trade targets that I want. I really, really hope Sean Marks comes in and gets this guy. Again, John Collins, Naz Reid, those are probably my top 2 guys that the Nets should target right now during the trade deadline. But make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Put your thoughts about Naz Reid. What do you guys think we can give up for him? And any Minnesota Timberwolves fan, if you're watching this, let me know what you guys think about who do you want from the Nets for Naz Reid. It's your boy AJ. I'm out.